Okay. Just one thing, and then let me restart the 3DS, and then I'm ready. Okay. Okay. Oops.
By the way, you're alive now.
I saw.
Alright, there you go. Good luck and have fun with your run.
Thanks.
No problem.
Alright. Hello, everyone. Today I'll be doing The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D for this marathon today. Let's get started. Okay. 3, 2, up. Okay, let's start 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. To begin with this category, I've been part of just liking and watching Glitchless runs for such a long time with regular MM, so I tried out this game, and now it just led to this game getting into this marathon. So thank you for that. Fortunately, we still have to go through the first cycle of Majora's Mask, so it's gonna be pretty slow for quite a bit of the run, but then afterward it's going to pick up very quickly. First things first, one a really important thing is that all the text boxes in this game, like every single one, is a quick text. From what I can tell, so you have to mash through your text well to get good time. I guess bit of history of Glitchless in general for MM and MM3D. I based this on how the rule set for MM64 is, along with other people in the Majora's Mask 3D community. So I'm the only active runner for this game on this category. So, but because MM3D has a bunch of small changes and pretty large ones, I'll be pointing out what most of those are throughout the run, because they vastly affect how the game's played. First we got logs here. So there have been quite a few different rule sets for like MM64 Glitchless. Just as a note, there was one that was on English only. That was done a long time ago. Okay. And then it was English only, couldn't do the temples in whatever order you wanted. But this, we're able to do the temples in the order that we want, provided that we don't like do any like sequence big glitch related skips, you know. Like you could, and that opens up like just how this overall is routed. Okay, I can try. Alright, so first things first, Link's movements is actually different. He has a very slow acceleration time when he moves, so it takes a bit to like move quickly with him. So there are like specific ways to like make sure you can move fast with him. Here, you can side up and skip having to take the flower across. In terms of like general movement, you got your standard 64 Zelda movement. You got side hops, back. You can like do side hops that are faster than just plain out walking. You can spin with JQ. You can also do a back walk by holding down while target. And you can do those effectively to move faster each room. And for like the first third of the run, how you move is very important, especially backwalk movement in particular in specific areas. At a specific point, you need to be able to move accordingly very well through them, or you can waste a bunch of time. Now that we're outside in Clock Town, we're gonna do basically the standard thing to do the first cycle as fast as we can. So we're gonna go to East Clock Town. And we're gonna go in here in the inn and talk to Grandma here. And choosing the second story that she wants to read to us makes it the next day. And so doing that twice makes it day 3. But we still need to make it night, so we're gonna go somewhere else to make it night. Alright, so into West Clocktown to get to the trading post here, because here there's a scarecrow, and you can make the scarecrow can change the in-game time by 12 hours. Now we actually do have to wait. So there I'm gonna collect a rupee. I'll explain what I'm doing right here in a bit. We're gonna head to South Clocktown. So when you approach this L, it automatically is gonna activate here. But also they moved the banker over here. And I'm gonna deposit that single rupee. That might have been a little slow because I just gave that banker a single rupee, but it's actually necessary. Here we're collecting the stray fairy. And we're gonna go inside the stock button. Because now that it's night of the 3rd day, this door here to the employees' room is opened. And there's a nifty chest here that has a silver rupee, which we need right now. Wait, we need money. So I'm just gonna be taking my time while the world's technically about to end. I'm just walking to my next destination, so it might look weird, but you'll see why. The stray fairy we picked up we need to bring here, because the great fairy was shattered and split up into the stray fairies. And in doing so, she's gonna reward us with magic power. And so now that we have magic power, what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to go find those bomber kids so that we can get to the observatory in time. But I'm not gonna do that. That's slow. I should actually, this guy, like, a lot of backgrounds are reworked in this game. I'm gonna actually like take a look around and show you, but I walked over here to go to the bomb shop. I did buy that bomb bag. You can buy the bomb bag as Deku Link. It, since you're, since I'm literally doing nothing right now, just walking around, but it might be necessary. So yeah, here's the background for you. Just ominous red, and it just stays that way. And so I deposited the remainder of the rupees that I had there. But that backflip I just did, I'll show it again. You can do, if you let go of target after you backflip as Deku, you actually turn around very fast, and that lets you get up to the top of Clock Tower, and just in time for, because we need to go see the good Skull Kid that changed us this way and get the ocarina back. And so here, it's about time to get the ocarina. So, it's gonna try to make the moon come down, even though it actually slows the moon down compared to how first cycle time goes. I'll explain time in just a moment. Alright, so now we're remembering the Song of Time here. With the Song of Time, you gain access to the Song of Inverted Time and the Song of Double Time. Both the Song of Inverted Time and the Song of Double Time are changed in Majora's Mask 3D. And let's start with Song of Double Time. Song of Double Time lets you move forward in time to every hour increment during the day that you are on. And on days 1 and 2, you can just jump straight to the next day if you want to. And just a little bit of an aside here, when you play Song of Time, it no longer saves your game. All the owl statues save your game, and only the owl statues. And There are also some other statues that just save the game, but you cannot warp to those statues. The the other statues are called feather statues, and if I'm like safe, I'll probably use one or two of them. There's a feather statue in every area that there isn't an owl statue. And so the big one though is Inverted Song of Time. So Inverted Song of Time slows time down. However, it got changed due to the frame rate. The frame rate has been increased between the 64 Majora's Mask and Majora's Mask 3D. In turn, they made a compromise to keep normal time the same, that after first cycle time, and Inverted Song of Time became half speed. In the original game, it moved at a third. Inverted Song of Time did. So, to fully conceptualize what that means, for a 12-hour segment, for like a 12-hour increment of in-game time, it takes 9 minutes or so normally. Within Inverted Song of Time on 64, that's 27 minutes. And on MM3D, it's 18 minutes. So because of that, you lose 9 whole minutes of in-game time to work with. And that affects the entire route of this game. What the person who asked about the single cycle run, the single cycle run is possible. However, it's not faster. It sums down to this: you either do Snowhead in one trip, or you do Snowhead in 2 trips. And it's just faster not to split Snowhead up into 2 trips. But if you do want to challenge yourself, you can definitely try to do the single cycle run. But it's not fast, unfortunately. And here's another change through this cutscene. Here we get to the Bomber's Notebook. You're given to it automatically, and the notifications are different. They're longer, and there are a lot more of them, and that affects a lot the 100% categories. Yeah, now we're done with that. Let's get ready to go. Alright, so now we're gonna head out to the swamp.
Do I have time for one donation?
Yes, you do.
Alright, we have $20 from Nerds with Game. that says, finally, a good MM3D category and an amazing runner. Good luck, Fox. We know you will do well. You got this, from Nerds and Aaron.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your very generous donation, Nerds with Game.
Alright, so we got one more cutscene to go through here, and then the run is really gonna kick off. So because of the inverted Song of Time thing, this run is in I'll be playing the Song of Time one more time, and I'll explain where it is. But it makes it pretty open-ended. It's like, where do you do it? What's the best place to do it? And it turns out it's at a pretty weird spot, if I can say so. And I'll make a bit of explanation here. Once this cutscene's over and through with, I'm not going to be using Deku for a little while because Deku acceleration just turns out it's not worth using Deku until I absolutely need to. Because Deku accelerates so slowly. No, it's in the... You're thinking of Ocarina of Time 3D. There was a new skip found in that game in the past 24 hours. So there I'm getting a stick, and here's the swamp out here. But right here, the owl just talked to me, and here's the Song of Soaring that I'm about to learn here. They put it here for more convenience. In the original game, it's actually all the way on the path to the Woodfall Temple, so you get it much later. So here's the first interesting bit of optimization. I'm playing Song of Double Time here. And I was able to jump straight to the second day. And we'll do that. This is Kotaka here. She goes out of the witch's hut. And she's going to go into the forest here. And that's where I need to go. I know the way through, so I'm not going to listen to the monkey. And here, Koume, she's fallen. Got knocked down by this bulkhead. So, we're gonna go back, talk to Totake, and she's gonna give us a red potion. But because we're able to bring Kotake to the forest, we can go just straight back to Koume, and that saves time. And here I'm playing the Song of Soaring to go back to the Swamp Owl because Koume went over there as well. It's faster to do that than to just walk back. Like, a lot faster. Don't walk back in this game. So she's going to give us this pictograph box and send us on a cruise. So we gotta wait on this cruise because it takes us where we're supposed to go. The boat actually moves slower in this game compared to the original game. I guess I think it's because they wanted to make the mini game easier for that comes with the boat cruise, because a lot of people in casual playing said they had a lot of trouble with that mini game. So exclusive MM3D glitches, there are a lot. There are exclusive kinds of wrong warps. There's a very busted technique called Goron Missile that can be done with the pictograph box that you get. So, if you want to watch that, you can definitely check out Gymnast SGQ MM3D run. That showcases quite a bit of the busted techniques that you do. Alright, so now we're at Deku Palace, and here's the actual point where I absolutely need to equip the Deku Mask. So, I'm gonna equip that and a stick. We're gonna try getting past these guards. Fortunately, I got a little bad luck on these patterns. But here you can backflip onto the door frame, and then you can backflip onto the flower platform there, and by doing so, you actually skip most stuff that you have to do to get to the Sonata. It's quite neat. And all of it was there. It's just You can actually go on missiles so fast that you crash the game. Like, even though I do glitchless runs of MM3D, I contributed to glitch hunting. Alright, so now that we got this island getting kicked out. But now that we have it, we can just go onward to Woodfall Temple. So there's a jump in Arguin that you cannot do that skips this flower writing section here. Oh, I didn't even mention routing. I've done so much route work for this game. But one of the things in the MM3D 80% run I found, and it was on complete accident. So here, I gotta pay attention just to see if there's a Deku Nut shop. I don't want to get a Deku Nut at this point in the run. It will mess up my entire menu. And if you actually caught that, there actually was one that just popped up from that hip loop that I defeated. So I'm glad I didn't grab it. Alright, so now that we're in Woodfall Temple, we're actually gonna be doing some interesting stuff with Woodfall Temple. So here we're just going to the next room. Alright, so here... I had picked up that bomb drop in that pot that's necessary for for a short moment after this. Like in this chest it has a key and we're gonna use that key to go forward to the next area. Thanks for the good luck. It's like not much to explain here, it's just solving all these puzzles. But here, there's a big thing here. So you can do a jump splash right there, and then you can suck on the ceiling a bit, and that lets you go all the way to the door there. And now I got rid of that stick on that Dialfos enemy because it defeats it in a single attack. But now that we got the bow, we're gonna be leaving the temple. We'll be back. We kinda need to be because we have to defeat the boss no matter what. Alright, so we're heading toward the mountains now. Because we want to go to Snowhead. So they moved the owl there to be right by the smithy. It's a neat thing that they did. Alright, so depending on the day you're on, the path to the lens cave is different. And it turns out day 2's a little bit harder than day 1, like actually harder to do optimally, because uh, you optimally use 4 of those things, 4 of like all of them, but on day 1 you have to use all of them. It's sort of interesting. And so here I'm actually mashing B to climb this. It makes you move a lot faster when climbing ladders and nets and all that stuff. Alright, so if you wondered why I got the Lens of Truth, I needed to actually get the Goron mask right here. And the good thing now that we're done with, we're done with a lot of the difficult movement as Human Link, and now moved on to tricky Goron movement. We got upgraded. So Goron Link is the fastest form of movement in the entire game. If you are not aware, it's painfully obvious. Goron Link has the speed of a Super Slide, I believe, which is a known glitch of the original games. So, because of that, Goron's gonna be on my buttons for most of the run. But here I put the Deku mask on before the Goron mask, so I don't get the full cutscene. It just manages to not do the entire thing. Yep, it very much is the fastest one. Also, in that snowball that had a heart, on day 1 there's a Tektite there. So I did explain a bit about Goron Link's movement. Normally on ice, you're not supposed to be doing what I was doing there and being able to just roll at regular speed, but if you do it just right, you can roll fast by manipulating how the control stick is handled. But I don't do it when I just mess with that movement, but I don't do it if there's a slope, basically. Here's the Goron Elder. We had to go talk to the Goron baby first. I guess it's time to stay hydrated. I didn't sip water. Alright, now that a little bit know about the Goron Elder, it's always frozen on day 1 and day 2. But he's not. But he's inside a snowball on day 3 in the same spot. That's different from the original game. He actually is moving still in the in OGMM. Because on day 3, he's actually a much further back. He's like in Mountain Village on day 3. I really need that magic drop in that pot, but I didn't need to talk to the Goron there. But now we're gonna go right to Snowhead. Alright, right here, there's a... At the very beginning of Snowhead, there's actually difficult movement. Getting into the temple is pretty difficult at the very end of it. And or rather, it's inconsistent, so I'm gonna play it safe so I don't mess it up. Alright, we're good. that was the hard part of movement there. You have to... It saves at least 5 seconds to do that movement there. So I have to go for it. It's a big time save. Oh, there actually... I don't even remember if there's a tile text there in this game. Unless... I don't know. I just don't remember. I have to, like, test at some point. Yeah, this is a pretty casual for a bit. Then we're gonna be back to the trick again. That jump there skips having to knock down these icicles on the ceiling in this room. And I did specific movement to prevent myself from targeting them. That movement there skips having to go all the way around to get to this room. In this room, we have to fight the mini-boss known as Wizrobe here. This Wizrobe shoots out ice. And the punch attack does 4 damage, because I believe the punch is a fire element. But here I'm gonna do that. You can hit him there before he starts his cutscene, and it saves a bit. It saves having to watch the cutscene if you do it properly. So here we need to go over here and get this. It's the chest containing the last of the keys, and then we're going to proceed upward. They moved the freezer in this room out of the way of the ice switch. It's now right near the map chest over there. You probably didn't see it. Alright, and up here, I'm actually going to be skipping the main puzzle for the second half of the dungeon. With just a precise jump, you can get down there. And using that Goron movement can get over here. And here's the second Wizzo. This Wizzo is guarding the boss key, so I have to fight him. Oh, I missed that one. That's unfortunate. This one's a long cutscene. A thing I forgot to mention is that Goron Link's punches come out super fast. But now we have to do the precise jump again. There we go. Alright, so bosses. Goat's the first of the 4 bosses that we're fighting before Majora. Since they're all required, all 4 bosses are required to reach Majora. All of them have been tweaked with something known as Majora's Eye or something. I don't know the exact name, but once I knock him down, he's going to spawn him out. Bit of a blunder right there, but I saved that. So this. So the eyes prevent you from stun locking the bosses. But I am able to quickly knock him back down using the bow and fire arrow, and that makes quick work with him. A bit thing about that fight, you have to do 7 damage, 6 damage, then 7 damage to defeat Goat in the minimum amount of cycles. It's a weird quirk. I'd never understood why that is, but it is. It is what it is, basically. Alright, so I've actually played well enough at this point that I'm going to be making an event on time. Coming up in just a short moment, it's getting awfully close for the day change. Like, it's gonna become pretty close for this day transition coming up in a bit. But by the time it's going to happen, I should be inside the Goron racetrack. And I need to go into the Goron racetrack because winning the Goron race nets me a bottle. Alright, so let me check and see. Yeah, 3:14, that's perfect. That's like exactly what the time I want it to be. I kept spikes both times. That's actually silly. I've never kept spikes both times. That's actually really difficult. Alright, so down here, there's a spawn here. So he gives you this powder keg item here. We gotta take it to the Goron racetrack and blow the wall up. Alright, so we made it before 5:30. That's really nice. Just making it is all necessary. Like, this timing is very tight. So if I make it, it's really great. But here we got the Goron race. And I do need to concentrate for this, so I'm going to be quiet. there we go. Win the race. A little slow at the beginning, but the rest was fine. Alright, and with that gets us the powder keg. And now from that, we're playing Song of Time here. So this Song of Time's a little finicky, but if you look at this bottle here, that just removed my gold dust. That's the benefit of it, despite it being really awkward that I just did that. So, like, the really awkward thing's gonna come up right there. I need another powder keg, like, right now. So I'm gonna go get one. So that money that I saved in first cycle is going to come into use right now. A powder keg in Clock Town costs 50 whole rupees from this store on here. Now we're heading onwards to this area right here. This is that Milk Road. I don't have roads yet. I spent quite a bit of time just timing everything, but it didn't take too long. I'd say there's another category that I absolutely adore in the Glitchless series, and that is known as Glitchless 100%. And the testing on that took a very long time for me. I did it on and off for a few years. But here we're talking to Romani, and you didn't notice that our horse is here? Oh man, that was probably the worst archer I've ever done. Yikes. I tried to show off good archery, but I messed up big time. don't matter about that. So we're gonna take use the opponent song here, and that's gonna call opponent to its rate in just a moment. So we're taking the opponent over to here, where we got two suspicious looking guys here. And they're asked us to race. If anybody knows a person named Trev Person, he normally likes to try to get people to do 46s and OGMN. I don't know if that's possible in MM3D, but I wouldn't personally go for it anyway, because it's not too much of a time save as having good archery. From doing that, I get the Garo's Mask, so I can... The Garo's Mask will come into use later. Big thing about the Garo's Mask, it's changed its entire look, and it now looks like the Garo Master, and not just a regular Garo. But now I'm going to be playing Inverted Song of Time here. And it's going to stay inverted, because I absolutely need it to be inverted for the rest of this cycle here. Glitchless 80% is not entirely without sequence breaks. I did a sequence break at the start of the run. In first cycle, there's a big sequence break there. Yeah, it just depends on the sequence break, but most of them are not allowed. Here's an interesting change. It's gonna walk, and poof, all the way back there without having to wait too long. Now, a sequence break is not always a glitch. Yeah, basically. Fortunately, I can't do much of like piano playing or something like that here in this cutscene because someone always does something in this cutscene, but I don't. You can't like have my way of thinking about it is like it's hard to like. Not everybody's going to agree about a glitch. It's just community defined. Now that we got the Zora mask, we're gonna go right onward to Pirate's Fortress. And I will introduce the famed controversial Zora mechanics. So when you hit R, you do the fast sort of swim, but if you saw me spamming R, you actually get a speed boost when you do that. So I'm doing that until I'm running out of magic here. But without magic, you can still get the same speed boost. You just have to time it accordingly. And regarding like other mechanics with Zora, boomerangs are cool though. They go through walls like that. You can also auto-retract them if you hit the B button again and use them immediately. So we have to climb up this ladder because the main door is locked and there's no way we can get through in there. And we have to go up this way. There's a cutscene here that I do not want to watch. But if you shoot that you can shoot that beehive there, it starts this cutscene. And that scares off all the pirates. And I don't have to watch a long cutscene. That cutscene is a minute long. And avoiding it's really nice. And now we're gonna start our egg collecting section. So I only have 2 bottles, and that means I have to do each of here is a trick that skips having to fight a pirate and go around, and this leads right to an egg room. So I'm going to collect the second egg and then just throw out because I have to go trade the eggs in anyway. We're gonna go right back to Pirate's Fortress. That movement there skips having to climb the ladder because climbing that ladder is actually pretty slow comparatively. A big note about Zora's movement with swimming. This movement moves faster than OGMM's because the constant speed boost just keeps you moving pretty quick. And it's very noticeable in some sections, particularly if you were to do beavers with the speed boost. You get like 50 seconds remaining on your first trip against the younger beaver. And that's entirely not possible in the original game without, like, trying to do some kind of glitch or something. Here, we're gonna also skip the pirate fight. Doing a backflip like that, you can completely grab that ledge and get into this egg room. But in this area, you can't skip this pirate fight, so I'm going to have to fight it out. I'll be using a strat with the bow. The bow allows you to do. Wow, I am messing this up. I messed that strat up, but you're supposed to like not get hit and then she jumps every single time, but yeah, now we're completely done with Pirate's Fortress. But to collect the remaining Zora eggs, we have to go to Pinnacle Rock here. Oh, I didn't grab a seahorse. Luckily, you don't need the seahorse to actually get through. The seahorse just tells you how. Like the Poe in Ocarina of Time, it just tells you how. So I know this path, and I'm going to use it. Fortunately, I do have to cut this place into 2 trips. So I'm going to get the second one that's up here, and then I'm going to head back to the lab. So we have to backtrack for this last egg. But there's something interesting that I don't know if you know. I'll show it when I get there. Get back here, get back here. Okay. I can catch the fish right there. Catching a fish does save a bit of time, rather than catching it at some other point. And here's where the last Zora egg is. With that, we've gotten all the eggs, and they hatched, and they're gonna give us the new way Bossa Nova, and that leads us into Great Bay Temple. I'll give a warm introduction to Great Bay Temple. Compared to most of the run, Great Bay Temple is a very difficult dungeon. There are a lot of tricks. And you have to execute like several tricks in quick succession, like several difficult tricks in quick succession. And enjoy, because during a bit of when I'm doing those difficult tricks, I will not talk because I have to focus. I'll make a quick note here. They messed with this cutscene and makes a little more sense that they went the other direction in the original game, but now they actually go along the side of the vortex. When the Oh, that is a huge water wheel. To quote Kira, if you know who that is, let's use it. try. Well, I messed it up. Let's try it again. Oh, this is... Oh gosh. I'm gonna make it easier and put on Zora. There we go. 4 tries really bad, but I'll take it. It is a difficult trick. And then there's that. That gets you up here. I never explained Floofer Z. It's a FFZ emote, and it's just the fox picture. Now that that's over, I was able to do a trick called a gainer that gets you up there. And then there I did a actual skip that skips the mini boss for the Great Bay Temple, and that mini boss is nice that you skip because it's a pretty bad one to fight. Oh gosh, I'm out of magic. Alright, and so I put on Goron here. This is War. He's the main mini boss of the dungeon. And Goron's punches are so fast that they allow you to do something really neat. You can punch his eyes, right? Just right straight up. I had to go for that there because I didn't want to miss knocking him out again. That wasn't a good showcase of the first half, of the first part of GBT, but I hope I do better on the second half. Alright, so we're pulling this switch, and now these red turn keys are fully activated because I got the one earlier, which was completely out of order. Supposed to do that 1 second, so I can just head right up. So here I'm doing specific things to get these rupees, but in doing so, I can get onto this green switch area. The rupees I need for buying another powder keg, so I have to pick up those rupees up there. And now that we swap the red, we turn on the red turn keys, we can reverse the current in the dungeon. We have to get back. We have to get it back up there once we go turn this yellow switch. So we're gonna have to use the water wheel again. And I messed it up again. Okay. Still not good, but I'll take it. And here's this turning water wheel. We can ride this all the way to this door. And then by doing that specific movement, you can skip having to change the seesaw to get up, which saves a bit of time. Gonna do the detour there because I really need energy. Alright, here is the second boss. It's Gyarg. So first phase of Gyarg, there are two phases. You have to shoot him from up here with arrows. And then once you've hit him with 5 arrows, he shows mouth. I actually lost track of where he went right there. But here, I'm going to be attempting something. And I'm going to be quiet. So yeah, this is the second phase, and I'm doing the strat set. Alright, nice. So that strat that I did there, it cuts, it skips the having to deal with the underwater phase of Gyarg, and it saves a gigantic amount of time. Like, when I mean it saves a gigantic amount of time, it cuts out a lot of randomness with the second phase of Gyarg, and as well, it's just fast. It saves at least 45 seconds minimum. It's a huge strat. And all I can really say about it is people say ice arrows aren't useful. Alright, now that that's through, we're going right back to Woodfall. Alright, here we're getting 10 Deku Nuts from that pot. These 10 Deku Nuts are going to come in handy in just a moment. I also picked up a stick because I need another stick. Alright, so I shoot that there because I have to wait for it to come back up to actually use it. And so here's this gecko fight. You just drop a bomb and it knocks him off this turtle guy. I forget the actual name of him. And then you shoot fire arrows and it knocks him out. And 2 fire arrows ends the fight. It's pretty simple. Alright, and that gets us the boss key here. I actually messed up a bit. I was supposed to shoot a fire arrow at something, but I'm gonna do that right now. So I was supposed to light that torch earlier. Here's a... You want to make sure you do that room fast enough so that they don't notice you, but the left one didn't notice me, so I was good. Those 2 dragonflies can be a gigantic time loss if they notice you. Right, so this Odala strat is actually made a few days ago. You can... So that strat, Deku Nuts normally knock him down, but if you go behind him as human and throw a Deku Nut, it knocks him down the same way as a Deku. And doing that actually saves a large amount of time. Where's the blue warp? Where's the blue warp? Alright, now we just got one more location to go to, and that's Stone Tower, the canyon area. That fish I grabbed in Pinnacle Rock was set up for the canyon area. Because I need a fish for a specific area in the canyon. And the reason why Woodfall was put off on completion until this late was due to this. So I'm gonna be going to grab another item. Alright, so I didn't grab magic beans because I had skipped a lot in Woodfall earlier, but grabbing them now is very fast due to the water being purified. And so doing that now is very worthwhile. And now we're done with Woodfall. And next we're going to buy another powder keg. We're going back into South Cloud Town. We're going to exit South Cloud Town because it's a little faster. Just a small bit faster. And that bomb opens a grotto underneath the log here. And there are 2 cows in this grotto, and playing a pony song to a cow will give you, they'll give you milk. And milk's absolutely necessary for Icona. Another way you could get milk and have a completely different route is by doing aliens and getting the bottle from it. However, it's actually slower to do aliens. You don't save enough time back for doing Pinnacle Rock in one trip and having to get the milk from there. It's just faster to do it this way. So yeah, we're not saving Romani, guys. Sorry. Alright, so just heading over to the graveyard here, just to pick up just to begin Icona's quest. And this is why I played the inverted Song of Time earlier. I would not be able to... I have an in-game time related event in here, and if I did not do this properly, I would have messed up and had to do this. But like, I would have to play Song of Time or something. There's no other way to get it. So this steel fight, you can do very fast. I got knocked down, but that was actually decent. Colon punches are just so unbelievably strong that you can not only I was able to get to Kita very quickly, I was able to knock him down fast. Like, defeat him fast as well, using Goron. Goron's surprisingly versatile due to combat improvements. Honestly, Goran's got some of the best changes from OGMM. And that gives you access to the chest, and this has a captain's hat. Speaking of the captain's hat, I still have an incentive to use the captain's hat in this particular area. Has that been met yet? Because I have to cut it off after I acquire an item. I'll have to cut it off. But yeah, so it has been met? Okay. All incentives have been met. Alright, I'll make sure I do it then. Just remind me. Speaking of, more Goron punches, and Goron punches are powerful against Iron Knuckles. Double damage to Iron Knuckles because I think fire hurts steel really strongly or something. Maybe. But yeah, this, you cannot get the Song of Storms at any other time other than Night of the First Day. And that's why I inverted at the start of this cycle, is just to ensure that I get this song. Alright, now that we're done with that. So we're heading now into Icona Canyon, and we're actually gonna do the intent. Normally a lot of people do a sequence break to get across this canyon, like a sequence break strat. I'm not actually gonna do one here. It's just slower to do there is a sequence break strat you can do here, but it just turns out to be slower in this category to do it. So we're heading into this area here. And this is the source of the curse and icona, so we have to get rid of it. This is a very long cutscene, so I'm gonna just stretch during this cutscene. Alright. I'm back from stretching a bit. Just needed it. Were you playing GameCube by chance? Because I actually will feel your pain because I never played GameCube, but I'm gonna point this out. Here's a nifty trick. You backflip and pull a bomb. Pamela sees you, but the bomb explodes while she's going in the door, and so she comes right back out. This is like what? As long as I don't do anything silly, I won't see a wall master. And speaking of where we're going, our location of interest is now the well. So yeah, we can just hand these items straight away. But you only need one bean. I didn't even mention that. Oh, I handed the wrong item. But when I mean hand only one item, the well in this game, a lot of the requirements are actually nerfed. You just need one thing, and they thought it was just silly to require you have this much rather than just a single one of them. Alright, here's a big Poe. I'm fighting him with fire arrows even though it uses magic. Alright. It's technically a Sunless strat in that big Poe. You prevent him from attacking if you time it right. And so you save quite a bit of time from him not attacking. And we need to hand the big Poe right here. And here you have to hand milk and voila. Alright, here's the last thing with the well. And I did that properly. You can shoot 2 fire arrows and it lights all the torches. If aimed well enough. Alright, we're soaring out because we need to get back to the L. It's faster than going your normal way. But there's another way. We're heading to the castle now. We got another way into the castle. It's all good. This is a way into this castle. But we're gonna do that jump again. And that avoids the cutscene for Inner Icona. So we don't have music because of it. That's okay. So makes it more eerie. Okay, that's fair. So here I'm going to throw the barricade that goes over the wall. I'm going to put on Captain's App due to the donations. It's going to blow up the inside, and that skips half of the castle. It's a very old trick, but it's interesting that it's still around. I thought that it was in like a speedrun from 2005 in OGMM, Like that's how old it is. It's very old. It's very just a very old technique. Alright. Alright. So, you all donated for this, so let me show it. Now, let's show the limestone. Alright, so... So, Deku Link, pretty powerful on these guys. Bubbles do 4 damage to all of them. So, we're going to use that on Egos here as well. He's not playing nice today. Wow, he's jumped every single time. Alright. Egos wasn't playing nice, but that's okay. Yep, thank you for donating for that. I haven't seen that in such a long time. Oh gosh. So time to talk about Elegy. The Elegy of Emptiness is the hardest song to play in this entire game. So if you see me mess it up, yeah, I'm gonna mess up a bit sometimes. It's tough. Alright, but I said... because of that, I was setting up for a death warp, and that takes you right back out here, and so I can go right straight to Sun Tower from this. I actually believe Icona Castle has the least amount of differences in the entire game compared to OGMM. Whoa there. So here I'm going to put the Zora mask on first. And play Elegy on this one. On this switch here. And when you hit A, it takes you right out of the statue forming cutscene. So you can use that to watch the blocks move anyway, and it saves a bit of time. I've been good so far, except for the first time I tried to play it. There are actually two ways to play the songs. I'm normally doing buttons, but you can also use touchscreen. Buttons are similar to how N64 does it, though. Or at least when you're not playing on VC. Why? Oh, I just took this out. I wanted to grab that to heal, but forgot where it was. Okay. Well, it does take a bit to get used to. The ocarina playing is identical to in MM3D and OOT3D, as well as like just the bomb screen layout. You get more buttons. It's really nice, and the ocarina's gets its own dedicated button. Like that stuff, I really appreciate about it because it means you equip less, and yeah, you just equip less. Alright, so they had small blocks, but now they made a big block in this in 3D. So I have to push this big block over to a switch. And I have to play Elegy 3 more times. And I specifically want to be Human Link here. Because I can drop a bomb there and set up for this boomerang through the walls to hit these two almost behind the wall. And then I can punch one of them. And then as it dies, it blows up the other one. And that skips having to open the... bomb the thing from the top and then using the mirror shield to get rid of the sunblock. You can also use bomb shoes to skip doing that, but I don't get bomb shoes in this run. And here you land on the switch and it makes this key appear. Alright, and here's the mirror puzzle room. This room's not any different between games, but it's still gotta do it and do it well. Here. Oh, I barely didn't get it. You can use Goron to do half of this room a little bit faster. I'm gonna try to see if I get this done. Okay, there we go. You still have to use Deku for the other half of the room. Oh my gosh. So yeah, Ice Arrows that freeze that Current Master, and that's why it saved. I equipped them there. Now we're done with regular Stone Tower, and it's time to head into Inverted Stone Tower. And they put the emblem just right up there for convenience sake. It's a really nice change. I love that the emblem's just there. Oh, my in-game time's a little funky, but it's manageable. At least they don't get it out here. Now that we shoot the sun switch with the light arrow, we can now... Now we're going to do a jump slash recoil. Or I could mess it up. Let's try again. There we go. And then this switch gets us a key. can hookshot the chest directly, which is a tiny bit faster. And we have Zora equipped, so we can get rid of this Dexy hand. Come on. And that side hop jump slash with Zora skips the most of Inverted Stone Tower. We're now on the path to the boss key, and now we just gotta get the boss key. Okay, this Go Mouse strat is interesting. It's gonna take a little bit to explain. So I'm gonna use bombs. Bombs you can use to get rid of these fleets, and then you can shoot light arrows for damage. That was a little close though. And I absolutely need to heal because I don't know how I got hit by Gomez's scythe, but I did. These enemies with Death Armos, and they change the Death Armos to constantly attack you if they notice you. So I actually killed that guy intentionally. It's a very annoying enemy in this game. Like, super annoying if you've actually played it. Light arrows completely just mess up Igor here. Oh, that strat that I just did to shoot that switch is actually pretty tight. So I'm very glad I got it. And I totally did mean to enter this fight with no magic. Alright, so here's Twin Mold. Twin Mold of all the bosses had the giant overhaul. This fight is completely changed. So, first things first, Blue here has 3 eyes. I can shoot them immediately. Now I have to watch what they do and avoid red, because red's gonna keep attacking. And I got the fast attack from blue, so I had to snipe red, so I can shoot blue down. And so there goes blue. You cannot defeat blue in a single cycle, which is unfortunate. I think they tried to prevent you from doing that. And so here we have a chest appear. And it contains the Giant's Mask, and we have to use that to defeat red here. Alright, so first things first, I have to get magic, but this should be my final equip of the run. And I'm gonna song a double time to the night of the final day. So let's do that. I need it to be the night of the final day so I can enter the clock tower. Oh man, I got the bad luck from red here. Red decided to be mean. In case you don't know what happened just there, red decided to go down as minimum cycles as possible. That's completely random. It's out of my control. But now that we knocked him down, that was a really unfortunate time loss. That was like 30 seconds for us to do that. So one of the cycles for red, you have to... pay attention. You have to use your fist to knock him down, but here you can just use the... You can use your regular attack. You can throw the balls in there. And then by swinging the... If you swing you spin the circle pad, you deal more damage to Twinmold, and that allows you to defeat Twinmold in 3 cycles. Nowhere in the game does it tell you that, though. It's kind of odd. But with that, I'm gonna skip this heart container for safety. all that's left is the moon and fighting Majora. I would like to give special shout outs to some people, but they're not here. Basically, everyone who's done MM Glitchless over the years is the reason why I picked this up as a category. Because I obviously just really enjoy these glitchless runs for this game. It's hard to explain why. I just really enjoy them. I'd like to thank No Glitches a lot for letting me do this run. Alright, so now that cutscenes are over and done with, we're heading straight to the moon. There's nothing else to do. Oh, it's my pleasure. So, I'd like to plug just one more thing. If you watch this one and are interested in doing speedrun of MM 3D Glitchless yourself, you can check out speedrun.com/mm3d. We have the link to the server to our Discord server there. You can also just message me through Twitter DM and I'll try to respond. Twitter, Twitch, either or is fine by me. This run, though, has been... I've really enjoyed this run, though. Other than just the water wheel, everything's been going well. So, it's great. The water wheel is just hard. doing the water. The atmosphere is very terrifying. Well, they try to make it that way. It's the game. Yeah, 3D does show it much better. Not just the up graphics, they made the backgrounds more strong, especially Night of the Final Days. It's just the fiery glow at the ground. They put that in. It just makes the atmosphere more scary looking. Alright, let's begin this fight. There's a lot that goes into the Majora fight, but I don't know if I have enough time to explain everything. Because whatever happens will happen. And I just hope it goes over very well. There's so much to this fight. You could practice this fight for hours upon hours. And so here we go. I'll be attempting a new strat. Okay, the first phase went over perfectly. Well, wasn't that great. It had potential, but then I got knocked over by a doll, and that just messed up the rest of it. But alright, that was time. It was okay. It was a 2:57:37. That Majora fight did not go over too well. But I got 2 hits off the so there's the remains actually damaged Majora, and I got 2 hits, but Majora during the final phase of not being friendly, and then I had a bad second phase. Alright. Well, yeah. Again, thank you all for watching this. Just for reference, my PB, which is also a world record, is currently at 2:56:06. And for a while, okay. And for a while, I was a minute ahead at New Wave Bossa Nova, so I lost that a lot of time afterward. So, thank you all for watching. Onward to the next run. Yeah. Again, go check out MM3D at speedrun.com. Potentially Zelda speedruns. I'll plug it in the chat. And keep watching, especially if you are able to stay up for the next round. It's TPHD.